Welcome friends. Today's topic is about how to draw strawberries and color them in mixed media. Here we'll be taking the base. Here we'll be drawing the strawberries with the basic shapes. This is one of the drawing which I prepared beforehand, but here I will use a little different scheme and a little different orientation to make it look a little different from what has already been made. Okay, so let's begin. We take the sketchbook like this. Okay, and see the basic shape which is there in a strawberry is a T, like this, a T. This is a standing T. Okay, and this is always right angles. Okay, so I'll just turn the book a little bit like this. Then draw the second T like this, which is the slanting, like this. Okay, then there one more slanting T like this. Okay, in this direction. Okay. And then we'll just cover it up nicely. Like this. You see the basic shape how it looks. Okay, then we have a shape like this. Okay, so once this is done, we can then draw the rest of the part, like say the leaves portion, like this, which is there, these ones. Now in this drawing, I have made the leaf instead of here, I made it here just a little bit different one from what was there in my original drawing. Okay, like this. So how do we draw the leaf? To draw the leaf, I can show it as say little bit of a oval like this. Okay, and then a center line to that. Okay, so see once we draw the leaf, the strawberry portions will be hidden that much. Okay, so like this we can erase that. Okay, and then zigzag lines like this along the, and then a center line like this. It should be doubled up like this. Okay, then we can have thin lines like this, and then we can just like what oval we had made, that we can erase it out like this. Okay, we just continue with the leaves, and then these leaves are as per the drawing, so the main drawing will always be there for display, so you can always from there you can just copy that and then download it, and then the leaves like this. Okay, so these are some leaves which are going in this direction like this. So after that, whatever gets hidden, you can just erase it like this. The center line which is there, which we had made. Okay. All these ones. See, like here, it's like a cap sort of thing on the strawberries, like this. All zigzag ones. Okay. Then we can erase this out. Okay. So what gets hidden, they should be erased. So I hope you understood the method by now. Okay, this strawberry, this is in the front, so the behind strawberry which is there behind, that will you'll have to erase that. Okay, next is okay, here also that is there in the drawing a little bit here as to this one also has something like this, zigzag. So these are little random shapes. You don't have to exactly copy it to what it is there, but it's better. Like I have did it seeing at a original strawberry cake, so it almost resembles the original thing. So you can also do it like that. So once this is done, one has to be very careful to draw the seeds. They should be like a little far apart, like this. Not many of them you should draw. or you will not be able to color them. See, like this, here it will be more visible. So you draw one, then far, then far, then far, then at the center of these two here, then here, then here, like this. Like this. Okay, so this is basically how do we draw the strawberry. So now let's start with coloring. Okay, I have made a drawing ready, and which resembles to what I have shown in my drawing instructions. Right. Okay, so now let's color this. The background color I am planning to put little of watercolor here. So I'll not touch upon that immediately, or say maybe yes, we can do, or we'll do this leaves first. Okay, so we'll take light green, leaf green, yellow green, leaf green, and a little bit of a spark color. Okay, and then when we start coloring that, okay, just hold as usual the pastel as what you must have seen in my basic drawings. Okay, like this. Okay, and then at the center you do like this. See, like this. So yeah, sorry for the interruption. In this direction, in this direction, like this. Okay. Then same here at the center, into the flower like this. So oil pastels, you should not keep scribbling like this on paper, okay? And so thereafter, we can do a little bit of darker tone. So here we can blend it like this on one side, okay, on one side like this, on one side, and then on the other side, yellow green. So it is a much lighter green like this. You see here also, just do a little blending. You can do a round strokes also, because see these are all tubular objects. So we can do a little bit of a round stroke like this. Okay. So I have like this here, very nicely shaded portion, very nicely shaded portion. And similarly here also. So just quickly go through that. I mean, why I selected first pastels is because again the same thing. Like when we do the background with painting, you'll find that it will resist. I mean, the paint will resist. Otherwise, you'll find that both the things start being mixed up. See, same here, here. Okay, and then can say have a little bit of leaf green also like this. Uh, right here. Basically, I'm using a few tones of green to color. Okay, and then at the center, I can do a very nice merging of all these three colors like this. The sides also here, sides also here. I can do a mix like this. Okay, like this we can do a mix like this. Okay. So once we have finished this, then come to the leaves. So the leaves part, the center one can be light green like this here. Okay, like this. So we can have a color like this. Okay, and then in between we can have a little bit of green, leaf green like this. Okay. I'm not doing very much of a variation in the leaves because for coloring leaves, I have said that I'll cover it in a separate topic. Okay, so we'll do that a little later. Okay, so you see that the light green and the leaf green, the light green has almost vanished with the leaf green. So we'll do this, just keep doing this, keep doing this on the sides, like this. Like this. Once we do, then we can take a little bit of a lemon yellow and then try to highlight the center portion like this, just a little bit, so that you can call this as veins are visible. So okay, so once we have did this, we can do a little bit of mixing here at the sides, just a little bit. And once we finish that, we can do a outline like this so that it's very much visible. Right? So this outlining I'm just showing you, can do it in the end. Yeah. Okay. So like this. Okay. Now let's start with the strawberries. We'll take two colors, one red and scarlet for the center portion, and the seeds we can do as medium yellow. So first we'll do the seeds part like this. Keep coloring. The other similar drawing which I had shown you in the starting, that has all over paint. Okay, so I found that the seeds to repaint them once again after doing it. So I thought, let me see whether we can can do it in oil pastels also. Okay, but then here if I say paint, it will become a little bit easy. Okay, but see now all children at this juncture won't be able to paint, so they will definitely go for doing oil pastels. So if that is the case, then you can see like this. Then this once we do, then we can do take scarlet. Okay, and then around that a little bit of scarlet like that, to be very careful in doing this color. I mean, and in not all places is what should be done. Okay, you can have some places a little bit of scarlet like this. You see, at various places, I'm doing this round strokes like this, so that I don't get those line marks anyway when I'm doing pastel. See, it's like a round thing. Instead of doing this way, to do a little round thing. Okay, see, like this. So once we do this, even if it goes on the yellow, once we scrape it, you'll find that the color comes off, because see the base color in the case of these seeds which are there in the center, they are already colored with the yellow. So once you scrape, so one on the other, whenever the color is there, that time you will find. You see, they're all round strokes like this. See, round strokes. Bit of round, like this. Okay, so if you see, once you do this round strokes, like this. Okay, so you can keep doing this, and it does help you to control the strokes. And when there are small areas where you have to, it should not happen that it goes into those areas like this. Okay, so they are like round strokes like this. And a little bit of color going into the other places, that is unavoidable. So can do, and then a little bit of red of this primary red can do, yeah, just for shading purpose like this. So once I finish both the other strawberries also, so we'll come to that. Okay, so let me just complete this very fast. I can see I handle a lot of pastels, so to do pastels quickly also and accurately does need a lot of experience, and not only experience, it is control of the hand also. Okay, so while coloring, you should see to it that you concentrate on what you're coloring like this. See, instead of really looking here and there, and coloring may not serve the purpose like this. Okay, So once this is done, see, like I did this strawberry pretty quickly. Okay, so let me just finish the third one also. This will be, seeing to get a little bit of gaps between the covering the like this top. What you can say, like it looks like a umbrella or a protective thing on for the strawberry stem from where it is grown, like this. So, if you must have seen, I have chosen this topic because here to draw a flip of a T on one direction and then a flip in the other direction and then a standing one. Okay, so how do we go about drawing such things? So basically, here you will learn like how do we go about drawing the flip diagram. Not sorry, diagram. The drawing, and then accordingly draw it. See, it is I have seen with many kids like they take a lot of classes also in drawing. Not many online. We have our classroom instructions going on, a lot of them, and you'll find that in that there are children who can draw a strawberry aligned in this direction, but when you have to draw in the other direction, it's I mean they're not able to do it. They're just not able to do this. Okay, so you'll find the shape of the T will be something else. Okay, or they will draw all of them in one direction only. Okay, or they will so many things like that are there. Okay, so one has to be and I mean there should be a lot of understanding when you are doing this. Okay, so let's do a little bit of a thread also here, okay, just to enhance the color at few places because strawberries, if you see the they are a lot of reddish color strawberries also, but then you'll find that not all red color strawberries taste good. Okay, they can mislead you also that you take you buy strawberries, all of them red and nice, and finally you will find that they are tasty. So that is what. So that's why this scarlet and a mix of red just to enhance the few places like this. Okay. So again, these all drawing which you see are for younger children, maybe a fifth grade or something like that, maybe up to that. Okay, but then anybody like I found a few of the some teachers also found it very difficult to draw these. So no, it's not that if it is looking a bit easy for some, is it actually like that? So here we'll just keep doing these colors, a little bit of shading. like this, shading like this. And then let's see that there's a reflection also of this, um, of these strawberries on the ground. So maybe we can do a little bit of pink sort of thing, some color seen on the ground. So this is not shadow, this is reflection. Okay, so no, it should not follow the line of how a shadow is seen. I mean, what is the color of the shadow rather than the color of. Okay, so uh, shadow of this strawberry also will be there. Like, I'm sorry, not shadow. The reflection of the strawberry will also be there like this. Okay, and then here you can do a bit of light orange, okay, in the background here. I'm tempted not to paint, but to do pastels on the in the background here also. Oh, we missed this portion. Okay, that is a little bit of yellow, yellow like this. Okay, and then a little bit of scarlet. You'll find some of the strawberries coming from the villages. They are very tasty, and they are not red as such. I mean, very bright red. Okay, so that maybe that attractive color may be deceptive, and you'll end up buying strawberries, and then they not really tasting very good, like this. Okay. So once you have did this once, we can do the background. So for the background, I'll just take a flat brush, a little bit of say, burnt umber color, which is there with me. Okay, like this, the background. I'll just get some water. Let's say the this do little light and dark like this. Okay, and then here also. See the way it beautifully resists the paint, the pastels. So doing a little bit of random coloring of the paints. Because the light which must be there behind this is giving you that variation. Okay, so we put some mix some more color for the center one. Okay, and like this. Okay, and maybe I can put a little bit of yellow ochre here. Very yellow ochre. is offered. And then in the center portion, I can make it look a little bright. These one, this one. Okay, so can have a little brighter portion like this. And then just a mix of this like this. Just to bring the focus at the center. That is all. I mean, that is why the center one has been a size we can make a little darker like this. But then I wanted that to get the center in place, like here. Okay, like this one. A little bit of, yes, like this. See, this is wet on wet. So on a little lighter background, we are just using this darker color like this. Get the sides a bit more so that we are creating a contrast of color for the center portion, for the focus to come at the center, like that. Okay, and then you can just paint for these ones. Say maybe a little bit of blue, or maybe a little grayish color to show that just mixing color. I hope you did my, you know, of how to mix colors, then the color wheel topics, because they are the basic topics which I did about 2 weeks back, and they to do them. See here, this is a gray color which I had obtained, if you remember, by mixing burnt sienna and cobalt blue. Okay, and not black and white, which is generally what people think that the grays which are obtained by black and white are the true grays. No, so it's not that. So it's like this. It's so beautiful gray you get. Okay, and it does not darken the whole portion. So you'll find some color traveling from one end to the other, like this. Okay, so this is it. We can then do a little bit of outlining like this. Okay, to the whole seeds which are there, like this. Okay, so, so doing this outlines also take a lot of time. Okay, but then they are required because without that, the enhancing will not take place. Like the seeds won't be that visible to you. Okay, see like this. You can do a little bit of outlining here also, like this. Do outlining here. Don't keep the edges very, I mean, straight. Because see, these strawberries are plugged, like so. We'll never find this a very straight edge or something like that, because they're not cut as such, they are plucked. So that creates that rough texture edges. Like this, you can keep doing. Yeah. And once you are, if you understood the way we have did the whole drawing, you'll find that we have used a method here. Okay, and to do it with a method, it is very important. You see, like this, and keep doing this seeds part, this separate, like this. So this making these seeds and then the outlining of the leaves also, they are also very important. You see, these are zigzag ones. These are zigzag ones like this. Okay, then like this it is there. So you should first understand that is very important, and then do the drawing like this. Okay, so I think we are more or less finished with the drawing. Okay, and I hope you like this. Do practice this at home and do share it with your brothers, sisters, your relatives. Okay, let them also enjoy. See the way I'm scripting now. The color, say the red, it has gone on that, so it comes off. So you'll find that a little bit of, if there is some color which has gone on that, that you can just remove that like this. Okay. So I'll be ending the topic here. I hope you like this topic and do practice at home and do share and subscribe to my channel.